Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Emily Grafeo with Tim Stenovic, and we're joined by Bloomberg News equities reporter Alex Semenova. Let's start with healthcare stocks.
Yeah. We obviously have a lot of developments coming out of the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. And guys, unsurprisingly, a hot topic there is GLP-1 drugs. We have Eli Lilly's CEO talking with our own Katie Greifeld saying that the company expects its highly anticipated pill version of its GLP-1 drug to get regulatory approval as early as the second quarter of this year. That is slightly later than it signaled. However, there still is a lot of enthusiasm for this version of the drug. It makes it more accessible to people who are afraid of needles. And that's also something that Novo Nordisk, its competitor, touted. It said that its pill is also going to hit the market. And what this will do is give, more people the option to take GLP-1s. Novo and Eli Lilly together right now are selling those drugs to around 10 to 15 million people in the U.S. The total number of people living with obesity in the country is actually expected to be estimated to be 110 million. So perhaps these developments will make everyone be able to take them.
Well, speaking of GLP-1s, let's talk about hamburgers.
Yeah, good transition.
Thank you.
Funny enough, Shake
I was glad
Shack.
that I got to do that. I was like, can I talk about hamburgers?
It was
Emily?
perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
That was good.
Okay.
Hamburgers are not doing that well.
Is it because of GLP-1s?
Well, allegedly, according to the CEO, it is not. It is because of inclement weather. They were saying that a lot fewer people were going to their restaurants rather, and they weren't buying hamburgers. But I'm thinking that it's part of a broader shift away from some of these meals. We've seen it. Consumers are kind of downsizing what they're eating, and also some of these fast casual restaurants have been struggling a lot. Chipotle, Cava, Sweetgreen, people are just not into those pickup.
Hold on. Do we put Shake Shack in the fast casual category of like Cava, Sweetgreen, Dig, those things? I feel like Shake Shack's like
Might be its own.
sort of like a dinner indulgence.
I agree with you, Tim. I think investors do, but we clearly don't. I feel like Sweetgreen is for your sad desk bowl that you eat for lunch when you're in the office.
When you're on work island.
Shake Shack is like a treat. It brings you joy. It makes you excited.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like whenever I go to the airport,
JFK,
I have to eat Shake Shack. So maybe there's some signal about people traveling less.
That's a good point.
I actually
everything is an economic indicator.
I'll be honest, I initially laughed at that inclement weather, but the more I thought about it, Shake Shack doesn't travel well, Like it wouldn't be good to order that on Uber Eats because it's a burger. It'll
be all
soggy. Yeah. Whereas like you could probably get away with a Chipotle DoorDash order, right?
Delta and Shake Shack last year announced this expanded partnership, first class flights out of Atlanta, LA, New York, and some others with Shake Shack.
Okay.
So they're trying to make the
fun.
Shake Shack on the planes.
I saw an influencer post on Instagram that she was having Shake Shack on her Delta flight. I was very jealous.
Yeah, But
you paid like $2,000 for a first class ticket, and
just
then
go
you
buy the burger.
Served a hamburger. Okay.
Okay. So wait, I have one more comment on Shake Shack.
What's that?
I forgot it, so I don't have it.
All right. Well, we have one more consumer name to get to. ANF.
Abercrombie Fitch. This one is a throwback. I was a big fan back in middle school. It had a nice revival in the past couple of years, but it sank today 18% after holiday sales disappointed investors. That also sparked a retail sell-off, seeing companies like Urban Outfitters also falling. It had jumped 90% since the company reported strong third quarter results in November, which is a pretty incredible run, but they plummeted 18% today. So perhaps the bar was just really high going into this earnings season. And also people were hoping that holiday shoppers would give a boost to some of the retail stocks. And that was kind of a signal that it didn't.
I mean, going from 6% to 5%, that's not nothing. And like you said, the bar was really high. Yeah. Where are we in sort of like, and Emily was explaining this to me a little earlier, but like just in 20 seconds, where does Abercrombie kind of live in the retail and fashion world right now?
It's kind of, I guess, a mixed bag when you look at retail stocks broadly. Lululemon, for example, which has been struggling, saw a revival. Abercrombie has been a hit. There's been a revival in the Y2K style. The stock has been doing well, but we'll see. Maybe some of the losers of last year are becoming winners this year and vice versa.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.